Today we are scheduled to go in for a sleep study for Marcelly. I have been up since 4:45 because I am so anxious about this situation. It'll be a short stay, but we've not had a hospital stay since our completely unplanned 2.5-week hospital stay where I thought I was going to lose my mind. I'm not so sure this is going to be the most pleasant experience in the world, but we're going to try to stay positive. We're gonna drink a lot of caffeine today, and we're gonna go get it done. My major source of stress right now is that apparently this is not going to be at all like any other hospital stay, in the sense that the room is going to be super, super small. I'm gonna be administering all of her medications, and so it's gonna be kind of like a typical night with her at home, except not, and she'll be hooked up to stuff to do the sleep study. But I'm just, I know what to pack, but I've never had to pack her medications for a hospital stay before, because some of her medications have to be refrigerated. So I'm like, do I bring my little refrigerator, but the room's not very big? Am I even gonna have a place to plug it in? I don't even think there's bathrooms in the rooms that in the room that we're gonna be staying in for the sleep study. So there's that. Do I just give her refrigerated medications before we go? Do I try to bring the little refrigerator? I don't know what to freaking do. That's the other thing too, is I'm like, what equipment can I bring? Because she still gets a vest treatment before she goes to sleep every night, and a nebulizer treatment. I'm gonna have to bring the suction machine. So I tried calling to ask questions about this, and I was on hold with the general hospital line for half an hour before I hung up and gave up. I then found the phone number for the sleep study people specifically and left them a message. Because normally before you do a procedure, they call you and they tell you all the things that you need to know for that procedure. Have I received a call for this? The only reason I know as much information as I know is because I was on the phone with a dear friend last night who's already been through this, and she was telling me all the things.
I started off by tidying up this room and giving baby girl her medicine, as well as packing that medicine up as I went. My biggest debate here was I couldn't decide what bags to bring. I wanted bags that were big enough for everything that I needed without taking up too much space in the room. But with stays like this, it's always difficult to know just how much to pack, because although we are only planning to be there for one night, you just never know. We have 2 of these oxygen bags right now, and I couldn't decide which one to bring, but ended up choosing the smaller one. You guys, she woke up in the best mood, and look at those bows. Oh my gosh, her outfit is just absolutely precious. It's always relieving on days like this when she is in a happy mood, because it just brings me a sense of peace. And her smile just melts my soul.
First of all, we've been in this outfit for 2 days. It's not changing now, because apparently this is not going to be the most comfortable of lodging situations. So we're going to be comfy. Here's the situation. My husband has to stay here with our 5-year-old, and I have to bring all of her equipment. And there's not going to be like nursing to stay there and watch her for me to run out to the car. So I've got to be able to like get most of the stuff myself.
So this is our standard stroller. We do not have a special needs stroller right now. We probably will get one in the future, but this Chico Bravo stroller has been fabulous and fits so much stuff. I ended up deciding to forego a duffel bag and chose a backpack instead. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, and was super pleased that I could fit my laptop in there. Wasn't sure if I'd actually be sleeping, so wanted some things to keep me occupied.
Okay. I managed to Tetris this-ish. I managed to get her CPT vest with all the cords and the tubing in here. So the tubing, like this basket is amazing on this stroller. Hi, sweetie. The tubing is tucked down in there. And then I have 2 oxygen tanks just in case we need them. So that's what's in the bottom of the stroller. I'm gonna have to carry the suction machine. Originally, I was gonna do a duffel for the rest of the stuff, but I was like, I can't carry that on a shoulder and this, which has her medicine and her formula and everything, and another duffel. So we did this instead. This is my Limea backpack that desperately needs to be cleaned. I'm gonna wipe it down before we go. But this is my Limea diaper bag that I love so much, and I have fit all the rest of the things that we need in here. So I've got my little toiletries, chargers, my laptop is back here, extra diapers, hairbrush, extra clothes for her in the bottom, and the charging cord for her pump. And her pump for her feeding stuff is on this little hook, which should be able to fit right here. This is where I normally put that. So we're gonna look like a hot mess express, pushing around all the things, but we're gonna look like a prepared hot mess express who knows how to do Tetris. All right, we are on our way. Storms have started. They're supposed to be pretty bad, so we are hoping we make it down there. Yeah, this is so bad. Like, it's just coming down. I forgot the needles for her injection medication. I have to turn around. I'm so frustrated right now. All right, I got what I needed, and the weather's already letting up here. The map still says severe weather down where we need to go, but hopefully maybe now that I'm behind it a little bit more, maybe we'll miss it. We're stopping to grab Chick-fil-A because I don't know if the cafeteria is going to be open by the time we get all settled. I'm so glad I left early. Okay, 2 hours later, we're finally here. And I have had to pee for the majority of those 2 hours. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Here we go. Are you happy? Are you so happy? Hi. Yeah. Hi. Hey, smiley girl. Hey, honey. Okay, so honestly, this is not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I have a bed, which I wasn't expecting. I think all the rooms are just kind of different. So like, I've got her crib here. They have a regular hospital bed, and then they have this couch bed. I'm honestly probably gonna sleep on the hospital bed. That's probably what's gonna happen. Hi. Hey, baby. Baby.
Once we got in the room, we had about an hour before the tech needed to come in and start putting all of the equipment on her for her sleep study. So I used this time to do our nightly routine with her respiratory treatments and giving her all of her meds. This was actually all timed perfectly. Within a few minutes of finishing this, the tech got all set up and she went right to sleep.
It is brighter outside now than it was when I was driving here. Look at that pretty sunset. Okay, so she slept great. She slept all the way through. She needed oxygen, and we'll get the results of everything probably in a week. I, on the other hand, slept like crud. So I'm gonna go home and get some caffeine.